Good day, Laker fans. We are today discussing game 25 versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. A game we lost, probably mostly due to turnovers. Anthony Davis had 23 points and 11 rebounds. Austin Reeves gave us 18. Let me make sure I got that right. Yeah, 4 for 8 from 3 point. Uh, 6 rebounds and 5 assists. Um, Rui Hachimura had an off night. He was aggressive, but he only shot 4 for 13, missed both of his threes. He gave us 7 rebounds, but he had 3 turnovers. He got 2 steals and 3 assists. Max Christie had a solid night as a starter, going 5 for 9, 2 for 3 from three. Hit all of 3 of his free throws, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, but 4 turnovers is not good for him, and I think he acknowledged that in the post game. Gabe Vincent. Before we talk about his points, Gabe Vincent was really playing some excellent defense against bigs. He's often, because of our switching, uh, put on a big, often really close to the hoop, and he puts his body in those guys, and he harasses them, and gets deflections and gets turnovers and gets he plays good defense. I can kind of when you think of the 6 points. And the 3 turnovers, you wonder why the coach decided to start him. But when you think about, other teams have really athletic bigs starting at 6'9", and we don't have anyone to deal with those guys. You might it might not be a bad idea. But I'm disappointed. Dalton Connect went 2 for 5, 6 points, 9 rebounds. So he put in work in 18 minutes. 9 rebounds in 18 minutes is really saying something. Um, but we need him to shoot the ball well. And he missed all 3 of his 3 point attempts, even missed a couple free throws. Um, I think it's a mistake. You're missing LeBron James. Um, I don't know why you wouldn't start Dalton Connect. If you've lost confidence in a rookie, that means you were hoping for magic in a bottle. You were hoping to get lucky. Um, and you didn't realize that this kid's a rookie. And so, of course, he's going to have his ups and downs. We talked about when we had Sid the Kid on, the analytical genius. Um, we agreed, he and I, that Dalton's going to hit his wall. Well, he's hitting his wall right now. And you don't manage that by putting him on the bench and giving him 18 minutes. You help him push through that with good coaching. And I don't like the fact that the Lakers are a veteran heavy team that only thinks veterans can help them. That's what got us into the Russell Westbrook trade. And with all the criticism that's going on with this pile of losses that we've endured, I don't like us defaulting to Gabe Vincent regardless of what he's given us. Now, if the reason is because we feel like his defense is worth it, okay. I'm not a coach, and even when I coached at the park over on Century and Central, um, our team lost. I think we lost every game. We had a chance to win. Maybe we did win one game, but I was a terrible coach. So don't listen to me. But my sense is um, you want to stick with Dalton and ride him through this season. And let me tell you the philosophy behind that. We're not winning a chip this year. Let me say that again. The Lakers will not win the championship this year. You want to always feel like you're in it when you got people like LeBron James and Anthony Davis on your team. But we've seen this party over and over again, and LeBron's going to be 40 years old next week. He wanted to play all 82 games, and then all of a sudden he doesn't seem to want to play any games at all. There's a rumor that Golden State has interest. He certainly loves Steph Curry, and so my guess is LeBron is having a chit chat with Golden State, and this is why he needs all this time. But we're told that it's a combination of his foot and his just getting some rest, and but we don't get anything definitive. And when you don't get anything definitive from the Lakers organization, from the coach, it just fuels speculation. And so now, what do I think of that? Well, like I said, this team needs to invest in the future. And so if we can pull a bunch of young players out of Golden State that have the opportunity that have the potential for us to develop them into good players, and he wants to go finish his career with his buddy, um, I don't see why the Lakers wouldn't do that because we're not winning a chip with LeBron James playing the way he is. Triple double be damned. This year, it's not going to happen. AD, we need you to step up. You give us 23 and 11, and you're mostly fading away from Rudy Gobert. He's got one foul, and you got one foul. That's quite a nice agreement you guys had to not worry about, you know, pushing each other too hard. Like I remember when I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in his book talked about one time, I think it might have been Artis Gilmore saying, "Come on now, young man, if you run up and down the court, I'm going to have to run." And and I think at the time it might have been Lou Alcindor, ran him out the gym. But yeah, your defensive player of the year competitor, you don't want to treat him like he's good enough to be this defensive player of the year because he's not. Rudy Gobert is a joke. He's a goober. He's a nutcase. And when you defer to him and fade away from him, it makes me sick, AD. And so, yeah, you got 23. Thanks for that. Your jumper was sweet. Your fadeaway mid-range jumper. You even hit a three out of 5 attempts. But the Lakers bigs often get the opponent in foul trouble. That's one of the jobs of a big man is to put it on that guy. And we don't get that from AD. Very rarely does AD go towards the hole unless it's on point guard-ish um, layups. Um, that's his game. That's why he wants a big here. And if you're going to try to win a chip, you're going to have to get a starting big. We had two, almost starter quality bigs in JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard the year we won the chip. But remember, that was a shortened season with everything a little bit discombobulated. Whether we would have gotten that chip in an 82 game season with both of those guys kind of being out of the league now. I don't know where JaVale is, but neither of them is getting any time. I think Howard is overseas now. Um, and neither of them did much after that championship season. Meaning, if we had gone a full 82 games, there's no guarantee that one of them wouldn't have gotten hurt. Um, that was the formula for success, and good luck finding a big that's starter quality that someone's willing to give up. I think we got a chance to get Valanciunas, and I think we'd have to take that trade. And getting a wing like our good friend, who I really like, um, Kuz, um, you might have a chance to get a chip, depending on what you give up, but I doubt it. Kuz has never shot more than 33% from three-point range. And that's not a 3 and D in this league. Uh, Everybody's shooting 40%, 38.5%. Um, and so Clanking ain't gonna get it. So um, I don't see a championship. Therefore, I want to invest in the future. I don't want to give up any picks. Keep all of our picks because we're going to need them. Um, I don't want to see the front office panic. I also want to see a new front office. We've talked about this. Bring in Bob Meyer. I know that you are loyal to the Laker history, Jeannie. Um, that worked for your dad because he had Jerry West, and it worked for the Lakers for quite a long time. Jerry West, the brilliant executive, but Jerry West is not with us anymore. Now we have a guy that only managed one player, Kobe Bryant. And unlike the Knicks who took an agent and turned him into a GM, that guy had managed players all over the league. So when he makes phone calls, people pick up. But when Rob makes phone calls, people don't. He had one little interaction with Chicago when Shaq was around time that we had to break up the duo. Other than that, he just only talked to the Lakers. So what does he know about the league? Where does his expertise come from? It's Rob Pelinka. He knows about Kobe. And so he's not doing a good job. Uh, there are some things that he did that fell into place for us. I'll give him credit. But the sustained excellence that is required to build a perennial championship contender, which is what the Laker fans demand and deserve, Rob is not that guy. And so if you want to start building for the future, you need to replace Rob. You need to replace well, I'm not gonna uh comment on JJ. I like JJ's offensive ideas. I don't know what he's doing on defense. There seems to be lack of creativity there, but also there's lack of pieces. And so the jury's out on JJ until he gets a full squad, which will require not just trades, but trades of some of these injured players. I don't expect. I shouldn't say this since the whole league listens to my podcast. I don't expect, as a joke, I don't expect Vando to ever be a significant contributor to the Lakers. And therefore he needs to go. You need to ask for, some chewing gum, a yo-yo, something for him, a second round pick, maybe. Um, but he's got to go. He's got to be included in the package because having guys getting paid to sit on the bench is also killing us. And we've gotten so used to it. No one knew that Christian Wood would stay out this long. No one even talks about when he's coming back. I wouldn't mind him going either because he never fit with this team either. Um, so if you're gonna make trades, uh, clear everything out. Don't do a desperate trade. Give up two picks for Buddy Hill, or some crap like that. He's a nice player. Don't. I'm talking about. I'm an angry Laker fan, so filter my comments through that lens. Um, don't make a win now trade because you're not going to win now. There's just nothing out there that makes any sense for us. Um, so make trades that give us a chance to build in the future. I'm willing to bring on a center so that AD can play the four because he's not playing the five. Um, but what you get with that is going to determine what you give up. And unless we can move some of these injured players and get some healthy players back, you're going to be in the same suit. So I want Laker fans to understand that we're not winning the chip this year, and therefore we need to make moves that reflect that give us a chance to make to win a chip later, which means Dalton Connect needs to be in the starting five. He needs to start developing now. And you might as well, if you're going to do that, let's go ahead and start Max Christie, which basically means Max has to be a ball handler alongside Austin. And I'm not sure what's going to happen with LeBron, but if he's here, he's going to handle the ball either way. So you shouldn't spend a whole bunch of money on a point guard. Um, I also think LeBron needs to play less minutes when he comes back, and he needs less usage when he comes back. He needs to get the ball out of his hand and move. And you saw with Rui on his good day, he's going to give you a good day every other game. So he'll be fine next game, I'm sure. But he was horrible this game against the Wolves. But what you see with D'Lo is ball movement, player movement, and point guard movement. He's not standing stationary with his head turned this way, saying, "Come on, you guys, give me some cuts so I can get an assist," which is LeBron's game. And I like the way the offense flowed with when D'Lo came off the bench in the last game. Austin Reeves is also often in motion. Even when we run the offense through Anthony Davis, there are times when he holds the ball and tries to get his bearings and he makes passes. When you're standing there telegraphing that you're going to pass the ball, they're just the defense in the league right now is just too tough to get away with that. All right. Who's our dog of the game? I'm gonna go, it's obvious. It's gotta be D'Angelo Russell. Um, he made as many shots as Cam Reddish, who played more minutes than him. That says it all. Um, I ain't gonna spend any more time talking about D'Lo. It is what it is with him. We knew he had to go at the beginning of the year. I think all Laker fans knew he had to go at the beginning of the year. If you're not gonna be able to perform in the playoffs, you can't be a Laker. Period. Positive takeaways. Max Christie came along, gave us 36 minutes. We can fix the turnovers with him. Um, I thought he had a nice game. I'll give credit to Gabe Vincent on his defense, but I think we expected a lot more from him. Um, so those are my positive takeaways. NBA rumors. There's a rumor that Golden State is talking to LeBron and interested in LeBron. LeBron, if you got a chance to go to Golden State and you got a chance to win another chip, man, we all appreciate you as a player. We appreciate your career. We're glad we had so many historic moments with you here in LA. But if you get a chance to leave, go ahead, bro. Have fun. Let's see what we can get back out of Golden State while they go all in for a championship, while they still got pieces that I think are capable of winning a championship. LeBron would probably be a nice addition to that team. But can he play in Steve Kerr's system of ball movement, player movement? Good luck. Good luck. Um, all right, that's my rumor review. Who do we play next? I'm always supposed to have this ready, but if we lose, I'm so disgusted I don't have anything ready. We are going to be playing. Oh yeah, that's right. We play the Grizzlies on Sunday, 6:30. The Grizzlies love beating up on the Lakers. Um, it's not clear if LeBron's coming back. Even if he does, I just don't know. I've not given up on my team. I've given up on putting ourselves through torture, trying to figure out a winning formula around LeBron and AD. That I've given up on. And so if that's the direction for our team, then I don't know. We'll win some games, we'll lose some games, and we'll end up trying to muscle our way into the play-in. If Denver is anywhere on our path, that'll be the end of our road. Okay, Laker fans, this is the Purple Blood Lakers podcast. Try your best to go Lakers. For Laker fans, by Laker fans who are, at this point, disgusted.